Real Arkansas honey right there.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make buttermilk biscuits. The fried chicken video that I had did with my son, everyone will ask me about how to make those biscuits. So I'm going to show you how. Pretty much it's a simple recipe. Ain't nothing to it. You can't make a mistake on this. I'm going to go over the ingredients on what to put in these biscuits. You're going to need flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, buttermilk, and butter. And you know, try to get a good quality butter, you know, because you can tell the difference or the taste of the butter. Whatever butter you like, you know, get it. And you know, in reality, it really don't matter what kind of butter, but as long as it's pure butter. And you need a bowl, measuring cup, unless you can measure without the measuring cup. Okay, right here I got a sifter. Now you don't have to have this, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this to get the lumps and stuff out of my flour. So I'm gonna use 2 cups of flour. And make sure the flour ain't packed down, so kind of fluff the flour up some. So I'm doing 1 more cup. So I'm doing 2 cups. Then next I'm gonna go in with like a teaspoon and a half of sugar. You can go in with 2 tablespoons if you like. And then I'm going in with a tablespoon of baking powder. You can do a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 of baking soda. So I'm gonna dump that in with my dry ingredients. And then after you finish that, all you gotta do is just sift it. Like I said, you can, you know, you don't have to do this, but you know, I do it. So next, we're gonna go ahead and stir this up like this, so you have everything blended in. Okay, next, we finna get ready to add our buttermilk and our butter. But the most important thing that you need to know is when you get this butter, make sure you get it. You know, don't have it sitting out like this. Don't have it at room temperature. You need to have it, get it from the freezer into your flour. And then the buttermilk, the same thing. Everything needs to stay cold to this point. Okay, next you're gonna get a stick of butter, and then you're gonna get a grater and grate your butter in. But like I say, make sure it's cold.
Don't cut your hand.
And make sure you kind of watch your hands too. Let me get the other one. And you want to kind of work fast. Okay, you see that? This is what you're looking at right here. This is what you want. So once you do that right there, you're going to get the butter. You're going to do this here. And like I said, you can't mess this up. Only way you'll mess this up if your butter don't be cold and your buttermilk don't be cold. That's the only way you'll mess that up.
And if you cut your finger on the grate.
And if you cut your finger on the grate. And then now this is when you start working the butter into your flour. So you don't want to just, you know, smash it in there until it just, you know, like a pie dough. You don't want to get it like that. And you just do this with your hands until it's all kind of crumble up in there. And that's it. And like I said, you know, you got to work a little fast with it. And this is what it should be looking like, something like that. Right here, I just moved over here to a smooth surface so I can roll this dough out. So right here, just put some flour on your countertop, wherever you're gonna roll your biscuit dough out at. You know, just do that. Then you're gonna bring that dough out like this. And it's still a little sticky too. So you're gonna do that. Then I might just get some of this just to work it in a little bit, because like I say, you know, it's still sticky to me. And you know, you're just doing that. And to me, you know, you might get away with, you know, adding a 2 1/4 cup of flour. But like I say, you just don't want to keep, you don't want to kneel it, or you just don't want to keep working it. So next you're gonna get your
I notice every time she work with the flour, what you do?
What?
Put some on your hands.
Yeah.
Or you put some on this rolling pin just to make sure it don't stick to you, right?
Yeah. And then another thing, if you ain't got no rolling pin, you can use something like this, you know, just rub it with some flour. And you can even use this if you ain't got this rolling pin, you can, you know, do this right here. See what I'm doing?
With anything you got that with a smooth surface.
Yeah, with a smooth surface. Then you're gonna come back and do this right here. You know, you're gonna fold it again, and you're gonna keep on working it. And like I say, you know, keep rolling. You know, you're not gonna roll it real flat. You're just gonna, you know, do it like this.
So you're really kind of layering it.
Yeah, you kind of layering it like this. And you're gonna do it again, and that's when it start coming, you know, like it's supposed to. And they making this like a rectangle. I'd say a sword. So I'm gonna do this again. And just keep doing this. And like I said, if you ain't got no rolling pin, this will do it. And this is what I'm doing. I think I'm finna stop right here, and I'm finna get ready to cut my biscuit.
It's about this thick.
And then another thing, set your oven on 425, about 425. Let these bake about, you know, check on them in 10 minutes to 12 minutes. And then just say in about 10 minutes or maybe 12 minutes or so, if they're not brown on the top, you can turn that boiler on your oven right here on high and go ahead and finish browning. And then just get you a pan and get you a non-stick piece of paper. But okay, you're finna get ready to cut them. Now if you ain't got no biscuit cutter, cookie cutter or whatever, you can get a glass and cut them. You know, something round and cut them. Now when you go in to cut these biscuits, you're gonna just do this and come up. And you know, you can put your thing in the flour, do this, come up. Don't do this or whatever. The biscuit won't rise. So, like I said, I don't know the science behind all this stuff, but you know, it is science behind some cooking, but you know, like I said, I ain't had science behind me. So, but anyway, so you do this and come up. So this is what I'm finna do. You see? So you going and you coming up and you getting your biscuit. That's what it's supposed to look like.
That's what Popeye look like before they bake it.
This is not Popeye. This is not Church of Chicken. This is you at the house. Okay, you're gonna do this again. You see that? You're coming up. And you put them like that. You do this, you coming up. You're gonna do this again and come up. And we're gonna just
Let me see that.
Huh?
Let me see.
See that? Again, and do the same thing, you know, just bring it together. And like I say, don't overwork your dough. Don't overwork this dough. And I'm just gonna show you how you can do it with this glass. You can just come in and see, I just twisted. You see what I did?
Heard that noise?
Don't do that. You just got to come in and do what you need to do. So, but anyway, you just come in. I'm just showing you this. I ain't gonna use the dough. Just see that? You coming in like this and come up with it. Next, you're gonna get some buttermilk to brush it on top. This help it to brown. You know, sometimes I might put a little egg wash or something on the top of this. All right, now the oven is at 425, and now I'm gonna put these biscuits in. And they're gonna bake for about 12 minutes or 15 minutes. You see how they rising? And you see, you know, they kind of got layers in it. And that's how they supposed to be looking. And like I say, hoping for the best. They look good right now. So we probably got about another 10 minutes on it. Okay, now this is the color I'm looking for right here on the biscuits. So just let them cool down. You know, you can take them out, put them on a rack like this. And or you can just take them and, you know, eat them straight out of the oven. Okay, this is the final product right here. So right now I'm just putting butter on top. You know, that's, you know, if you want to do this, you can, but you know, I'm just gonna do this. And we're gonna go from there. And like I say, I always say, you know, eat in moderation. You know, like I say, you know, once a week, every 2 weeks, you know, for breakfast or something, you can enjoy one of these homemade biscuits. And
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What you talking about? This is all day type of thing.
And another thing, at least you know what you're putting into your into your food. So right here, it just only took about 30 minutes or so to cook this, probably 15 minutes to whip up, and then another 15 minutes in the oven. Okay, you see, it look good right here. The bottom, look crusty, not too hard, just right. So right now I'm just gonna break it open. And this is what it's looking like. That's looking
good.
Like I said, it don't have to be perfect. So let's taste it. Yep. Like I always say, you can't beat this with a stick. But I like to do it like this sometimes. And sometimes, you can get the butter and you can get get a little molasses. You can use honey or molasses. And I like to do it like this. It's almost like a honey butter, but you use the molasses and
molasses
stuff.
butter.
Yeah, it's almost like, do this. It's pretty good, It got its own taste. And you spreading it. And then it's like it just melts in your mouth. Like I said, you don't need to eat these every day now, but you won't go wrong if you make these. All right, thank y'all for watching my video today. Please like, comment, and share. And just let me know what do you want me to cook, and I'll try to cook whatever you tell me that y'all want me to do. Thank you.